2. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, New James. I'm here with my co-host,
Douley, Photos by Douley.
and you're tuned into Creator Chronicles. Here, we're just 2 photographers, 1 female, 1 male. We're just gonna discuss what us creators, photographers, videographers, editors, content creators, influencers, anyone who's creative in any realm, which is anybody if you tap into that for real. So we're just here to discuss the struggles of it, the reality of it, the truth, nothing but. I only state facts, not feelings. What about you, Dooley?
I mean, yeah, like Liz said, we about to tap into a bunch of different topics on, what we go through in the field, behind the scenes, all that good stuff. And this podcast is not only for, creators to watch, but also, if you are a client, you can definitely tune into. You might pick up a thing or two on how to do a proper inquiry and, things of that nature. So tune in, Creator Chronicles, Dooley and Liz. Let's get it cracking.
All right, so we could talk about what we was just talking about before we got it started rolling.
Oh, yeah.
I just was sitting here, still taking forever. I still have not posted. I have a client review, y'all, that basically I be having content, like I have probably 30,000 just pieces of content in my phone, and my storage is just not getting full. I have my phone for like 4 years. Basically, I have content I be sitting on, and it takes me forever to post it. Yes. Like I have big content. Like I went to Fashion Week. Like I had a really dope 2023. And
is that the one in New York you were talking about?
Yes. I interviewed Claire Somers. Like that was really dope. I shot for the Lip Bar early on, like this time last year. I think it was like February for the Lip Bar. They were expanding their skincare line, and they had a pop-up in DC to celebrate their 10-year anniversary, like expanding the Target. Like that's really dope. That's a Black girl-owned business. You feel me? And I was such in a mentally low place then. So to just be like booked for that at the last second and still didn't have to show up for this person, and she was so gracious, and I'm still connected to a lot of those females that I met at that event to this day. And I just think it's beautiful, the era we're in right now, just more younger entrepreneurs who are able to grow and connect and kind of just just fix what our parents didn't do, you know what I mean? Like just be the example, the change we want to see for her. I think that's really dope that what's going on right now, because when I say I've adapted and changed my habits since then, I've grown so much as a person, and it's just like, that's crazy. I haven't posted my content since then. So.
I know you told me before, but how long you been doing entrepreneurship?
I established my business in 2020, but I've been into media since high school though. Like I didn't
You was the one on the morning show?
Yes. Well, actually I directed the morning announcements.
That's tough.
The director, and that's so funny because one of my anchors, we're best friends to this day, and we had reconnected last July, like on 4th of July. We were just talking about how we're business owners, we're women, like how we're not really in the best mental health space, but we just want to get to a better point. But us collaborating, us reconnecting has allowed both of us to flourish since 4th of July last year, and it's only January. Like that was 6 months ago.
I feel like as an entrepreneur, you definitely have to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs.
Bro.
It helps you grow. And like you said, like you get to change a lot of things. Like for example, when I used to have a 9-to-5, I just went full time in September of 2023. Yeah,
congratulations for that again. Let's clap that up, because that's a big win. Like not a lot of people can say that. Remember the last time we were on a podcast together? We were just discussing how people or creatives are crazy for even thinking they could chase a dream, and you're living it, you're doing it full time. So kudos to you. Okay?
I ain't gonna lie.
Make sure y'all congratulate Julie in the comments. I'm not playing with y'all.
It's crazy for me to think about, because I was that guy back then that was like, I took an entrepreneurship class in high school. Okay. And I was like, what am I doing in this class? Like, this is not even something I'm ever gonna do, but things happen. I feel like I had this conversation with my mans yesterday, and I was like, we tend to say we'll never do something. Like niggas always say, I'll never do that shit.
Yeah.
Until shit presents itself.
Yeah.
And then here you are doing it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just crazy how it worked. Because photography just started off as a hobby. And then, you know, next thing you know, your friends are asking you to shoot this and shoot that. You know, and then you find yourself doing it and charging them little to nothing. And then you start investing more into it, buying new gear and this and that. And
improving your
and before you
skill
know
set.
it, you're like,
Turned up
you know what I'm
on the
saying? You're
ground.
just doing the jump on a full scale. So it's like, it's just crazy how it happened. But here we are.
Okay, here we are, y'all. So Creator Chronicles. We just wanted to kind of do this more so. Well, we wanted to do this because like we're from the DMV, not the Department of Motor Vehicles. I be seeing y'all trying to play
Like
around the world. No, it is the District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. Northern Virginia, not all of Virginia.
I seen this one person say Detroit. The M was like Michigan or something.
Hey,
I was like, no, bro, what the fuck is that? I think the B was Vermont or some dumb shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Vermont is insane.
You would be surprised how many people don't know about the DMV.
That's crazy.
And as many like great people that have came out of the DMV, like it's crazy to me that no one knows what the DMV is.
Especially like with it being centered around the nation's capital.
Literally.
I've come, as an entrepreneur, I've come to understand not a lot of people have above a rudimentary mindset. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to offend nobody. I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's just not everybody's all the way there, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is what it is, and that's why we started this, you know, podcast to kind of just, you know, create a community of people who can kind of relate on certain topics and also just grow our network, because there's a stigma here in our community that we do not collaborate, we don't like to work with one another, we don't like to support one another.
It's all competition.
And that is not true.
No, it's not.
You know what's so crazy? Okay, so y'all, for story time. So somebody tried to scam me and Douley, right?
Same person.
And they're not even doing a good job at it. Like the message is the exact same,
literally.
Copy paste. Like it's from the same numbers they're texting, and it's
that number was the same one? I didn't even check that deep. It was the same number?
It was a similar, one of the numbers was the same. It was like a 506 number. And then but the email was like foo. And you know what's so crazy? Because I'm so glad I follow so many shooters. Somebody else posted that same screen. Bruh, I'm telling you, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what you have against the photographer community. Who did you wrong? Who didn't give you your content? But I
feel like that shit happens in almost, now that I think about it, I feel like
thing.
Yeah, I feel like that shit happens in almost every industry, because there's a way to scam in every industry. It's just how you gonna go about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I post a lot of funny shit like on my story at times, like funny stuff, you know, try to make it relatable in a way, but a lot of the stuff, I don't even be posting all the crazy stuff that I get. I just be posting the things I think are funny.
Yeah.
But I get a lot of dumb messages, people trying to scam, you know, fishy stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but
Instagram has slowly become Facebook. That's why I be
it really
TikTok.
has.
They like me over there. Like, TikTok not afraid to show me no love. I'm
so sick of all these apps. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I am too.
I'm so sick of all these
Snapchat
apps.
is trying to like really trying to make a comeback. Like they're trying to force us back on Snapchat. Like,
what Snapchat got going on now?
I don't know.
They got like stories and stuff. Well, Snapchat is stories.
They the one who started stories.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They
like that's really a brand that really like messed up their like trajectory just from one bad mistake, like of not like just something that wasn't like doing something immoral, like making light of domestic violence of Rihanna at that, with the most one of the most influential celebrities of our time. You thought you were gonna make fun of her? Like, it's kind of the same thing with the Selena Gomez.
I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, that's literally what led to their demise.
I didn't even know that.
That's literally why everybody shifted off of like right after that. I remember that's when Kylie and Travis Scott dropped their daughter's documentary on Instagram. So immediately, everybody just made that shift to Instagram, and then after that, Snapchat was just like they was donezo. It was over with for them. Like
damn. And I used to be on Snapchat heavy. In 2015,
Snapchat,
14,
yeah,
I was on Snapchat heavy.
That was
back then IG didn't have stories.
That was perfect for college.
Right? Instagram didn't have stories back then.
Instagram did not have stories. They just had got stories.
And I think Vine had just went like
obsolete for real. Yeah. So
damn.
I don't know. But I feel like now it's more so, what are you using the internet for, and where are you going to look for your communities, and where are you building your communities right now, and how are you maintaining your communities? How are you constantly keeping them engaged, interested, and just always wanting more, as well as providing value to them? I think it's beautiful how social media has evolved. And we use it for our day-to-day needs now. Like, it's so inclusive to our day-to-day life, but at the same time, it's like you can't sit on there and digest other people's content too much as a creator, because it can throw off your creative process, I'll say. And I was watching a TikTok video actually talking about that. Like, you just have to get off the internet if you really want to be a creator, because you can't allow yourself to fall susceptible to other people's morale or energy, and just, you know what I mean? Like, just being mindful of the content you're digesting, because it really affects our subconscious.
It does, yeah. It definitely does.
Yeah, because I was on my way up here listening to Nicki Minaj's new song, and it's stuck in my head. Like, it's so good. It just reminds me it has so much like nostalgia feels to it. It has like 2010, 2012 era vibes, like where before you used to care, you know what I mean? Like, or be subconscious, or, you know, feeling like you have to be so perfect because what his social media has brainwashed us to believe about real life. Like, I like how it's kind of reformed people, though, like, to kind of like stand on what they say and show progress, or just take things seriously, or, you know, just when you get on the internet, you could literally be who you want to be. It's more so, are you going to be that person you get off of there? Right. You know what I mean? And are you going to show up for yourself to constantly be that person if you really want to be this thing or name or title or thing you're claiming to be? Right. And then I feel like I don't know, there's just pros and cons of social media. You just have to, they taught us this in school. I feel like people don't know how to police themselves using the internet or social media, honestly, and that's where they kind of think it's taking over their life, but it's like, whole time you just don't know how to put the phone down. I'm guilty.
You gotta have discipline.
Yeah, you do.
You just have to have discipline. And you gotta have discipline in every aspect of your life, your personal life, your social life, every aspect of your life. Because like you just said, like for me personally, the way I look at the whole social media thing, personally, this is out my comfort zone. Like, me doing photography and putting myself out there, and like, because you in this industry you have to do that. People, they like your work, they want to see your work, but they also want to see you too, because you're who they're going to be working with. For so sure, you know what I'm saying? So like,
and then it's like, if they don't see you, they be like,
some people, I've had several people book me just off the strength of what they see on Instagram. This was before I like even like, okay, when I first started out, I was just posting work. And then like as it progressed, you know, there's other photographers in this area that inspired me starting out, like, you know, Get Box, Tay Tobes,
shout out to the guys.
JPW, but he's not out here no more.
Nah, he's, you know, he doing it right now with Doja Cat.
There was a bunch of like photographers that I looked up to that I was like, these guys are tough. You know what I'm saying?
Tayo Jr.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough.
He makes me feel like I'm not doing enough.
But you see some people's work and you're like, damn, like I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Shout out Misa Studios.
Yeah, he's tough. Oh yeah.
He's like, he been holding the area down when it
comes
to fashion, beauty, commercial, wedding. Hold on, like wedding. Yeah.
That guy's wedding photography is
dynamic.
It's crazy. Him. Photos by Reem. You know Photos by Reem. No, he's a Florida photographer, but he's tough too. He's tough, yeah. And when I look at him and Mesu's work, I'm like, God damn. Or Misa's, when I look at their work, Miguel. Yeah, let's say Miguel. When I look at their work, I'm like, God damn, you know. But Yeah, guys like them, like I looked at their page and I'm like, you can go to their business page, it's most of them, and you'll see what they look like.
Yeah.
You see what they look like, you see their work. So I was like, I gotta find a way to put myself on my, you know what I'm saying? Put myself out there. So I hate the reel making, I ain't gonna lie. It's annoying, but they're fun. And people like to see like how you get certain stuff or how you do certain stuff. They don't just want to see the outcome of it, you know, the whole BTS culture.
Honestly, that's literally my strong suit. I feel like that's why I got my name, Liz Lenses, because my slogan essentially is capture the beauty within. So, because I know what it's like to be on the other side, to feel insecure or not knowing how to show up on the camera. So like that's how I'm lying. Somebody gave me the name, but it's like I made it make sense. Yes, my old coworker gave me the name. He was just like, "What about Liz Lenses?" I was like, that works.
It be like that.
It really be like that. Shout out Omari. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like you just have to kind of learn how to show the world through your own lens, pretty much. Like, just
because you could be inspired by somebody's work, no doubt. But like, you know, it's just perfect example. Like when a client sends you their inspo for a photo shoot, if they do send you any.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to find a way to do it with your twist to it.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't believe there's no such thing as copying someone, because I'm not going to do it the exact same way you did it.
You're just trying.
You know what I'm saying? I was inspired by it, and I recreated it.
Pretty much.
I didn't copy you. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
So, I don't know. That's why I could never understand the whole gatekeeping thing. You know what I mean? Because
I feel like gatekeeping.
So you have nothing to lose.
I feel like gatekeeping is such a low vibrational thing to do.
It is. 100%.
I feel like it's enough bread out here for everyone.
Yeah.
It's just more so like, who's to say you're gonna put in the same effort as me? Like, who's to say I'm not gonna get a connection that could put you in the room as well?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you.
I feel like that's what people be scared of, though.
Yeah.
That they gonna teach you something.
Yeah.
And you gonna take it and go blow that bitch up and.
But even if they do decide to do that, why do you have to go about being a whole terrible person now? Like, you're bringing yourself down to a lower level when you carry on like that, or try to make that a thing as well. Like, at the top, they collaborating, okay? Like, people with money.
Exactly.
Like,
no, you ain't lying.
So think about it like this. There's only 6 corporations of media when you think about it. It's like Comcast, Disney, but they're all connected. They've all cross-collaborated, whether we know it or not.
Right.
But it's
in some way, shape, or form.
I'm gonna just say it again. They collaborate at the top.
Yeah. I think I found a way to formulate what I was trying to say. So like, okay, how do I put this? So I've had people hit me up, and you know, I am not even confident to a point where like I feel like I like my work. I've grown to like my work. I'm confident in my abilities to do certain shoots and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I've had people ask me to take them under their wing, take them under my wing, and you know, kind of let them be my BTS person, let them just shadow me, which I'm fine with. But it can't be one of those, I have to feel that you actually have a passion for it, or I'm gonna feel like I'm wasting my time.
110%.
Because I'm not gonna charge you to shadow me. I think almost every photographer, videographer would.
Maybe you should.
You know, I think all of us would agree that. I think all of us would agree that you can. Because we can all use an assistant.
Maybe you should establish a coaching system that works for you. Maybe a webinar.
I ain't gonna lie, I move like a crackhead. And when I say
more reason for you to establish.
When I say I move like a crackhead, I mean like I'm always doing something. I'm always busy. So like me taking somebody under my wing feels like more work for me if I don't feel like you're passionate. That's
why I'm saying establish that as a stream of income for yourself, so that way you don't feel guilty if your time gets wasted or not. You still get your time back, your monetary value back for the time you spend educating them. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do. But I'm gonna keep it a being with you. It's not for me, Douley. It's not about the money.
It needs to be.
For me, it's not about the money. Like for me, if I'm gonna take somebody under my wing, I'm always thinking bigger. Like, cause I think the money will come. I know the money will come. So like, that's not something I'm thinking about right now. Like, when I think about taking somebody under my wing, like the people that I've had at least, I my analysis from them, conversation, and the things they ask and stuff, it's not really about, Douley, I'm trying to F with you so I can, become a better photographer with you. I'm not as confident, they're confident in me, but I'm not that confident to be taking people under my wing. I look at other people's work and I'm like, I'm trying to get like that. Yeah. I'm trying to get better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not just like that, but I'm trying to get better. I'm not to that point. You don't want to come
off as a know-it-all when you know you
I know I don't know it all. I learn something new every day. But I do feel like I've came to a point where I can take somebody under my wing because I've learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to take you under my, let me just get straight to it. I don't want to take you under my wing if I feel like you only want to get into photography because of money. We've had this convo before. Remember? We've had this convo about the money and the passion thing before. We've had that convo before. But that's my take on it. You have to be passionate for photography, not the money photography can make you. Because if you're passionate to do photography,
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Like, people think photography is like this real easy thing that you could just.
When it's not. No. It's not. There's so many of us out here, and
that are passionate.
You know what I'm saying? That are passionate, that do great work. What separates all of us
is our uniqueness.
Your customer service skills, your communication skills,
impact.
You know what I'm saying? Your impact, that too, and like your network at the end of the day. Because I've gotten so many referrals. I got a whole Google page, a website, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of my clients don't come from that. They come from referrals. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
mine do too. When I check my
really your network.
It said last month, majority of my referrals was vendor referrals.
You see?
And then the month after that, it was Instagram. So.
Yeah, IG works. Google does too, in a way.
No, Google works. Google works because
I feel like that's why I started getting that scam shit. Since I've had my shit on Google, the scam emails, I don't really get scam calls from Google. At least I don't know where they're coming from. I get scam calls. Everybody gets scam likely.
Yeah.
But a lot of ever since I've been on Google, I could say I've been getting scam business related emails and calls and texts and stuff. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know. But it's Google. I mean, it's inevitable, I guess. Like, I want to ask you something about your craziest experience in photography so far. It could have been with another vendor. You don't gotta say no names. Another vendor. It could be with a client. Try to like sugar it down a little bit because another client might see it.
Okay. Because when I think about it, I'm just like, when I remember who the person is, I'm just like, okay, so if you're watching this person who I'm speaking about, just understand, we're past this. We're past this. I'm just speaking on it because
it's an experience.
It blew me. It blew me, and it almost broke my spirit, and I don't like that. And I can imagine it being done to others and it discouraging them. So that's the only reason why I'm telling the story. Impact purposes only. So a close friend of mine requested photography services. They wanted to shoot at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C.
The Lincoln Memorial.
How photographers hate that place.
The Lincoln Memorial. Everybody and their mama wanted to shoot there.
With everybody and their mother still up there at the time. Yep. at that time of day. That's when they want to go
I did a few there myself.
Man. Long story short, the client did 2 outfits. The client did 2 outfits, and initially before booking, during the booking process, she changed the day, and at the time, like, I was working and I blame myself for this portion, so it was kind of like, it wasn't just this person's fault, I would say it's my fault as well. I was still early in my photography business days, and this person knew this is how I was funding myself, early pandemic time.
Right.
And long story short, like, they kind of were inconsiderate in the changing the days on me, because I was also working, y'all. So like she had switched the days on me, and it's like an inconvenience on my part, and I forgave that because, remember, it's a close friend.
Right.
And long story short, we went up there. I worked for about 4 hours, and at the time, once again, I'm early in my photography business. I'm like, I never quoted her a price because, once again, this is a close friend. Like, I was going to give her a home discount anyway.
Right.
But by the time I was done, I was just very, very tired. I was exhausted, drained, all that. So when I had realized I didn't tell her how much it was, that's when I texted her. I keep saying her, and I was trying to keep it whatever. It's too late. It's too late.
It's in the past. It's all
to
good.
the past. It's to the past, y'all. But pretty much, like, I had told her how much it costed or whatever, and she had questioned the cost, and I don't know, I felt all kind of ways. I was just like, yes, this is what it, like, what do you mean? Like, that's what I said.
Right.
I said what I said, and it was just, even the way I had to go about getting my money, I had to get it in cash. I had to go pick it up versus receiving it digitally, the way I accept payments. And the lesson learned from this story is optimize your business so people don't play with you. Yeah. And your time and your energy and your mental and how you decide to conduct business, because let's just say when I picked up the money, I was questioned. My ethics was questioned. I was questioned as to, well, how could I charge what it is that I charge? And I'm just like, I've been charging this price the whole time. I really need to go up for.
How long was the shoot?
Like 4 hours, and they did two, and she did 2 fits.
Huh? How'd it take 4 hours?
Just lackadaisical. So it took 4 hours because we were just being lackadaisical. We weren't really cognizant about time. There was no time constraints. I just really lacked control, and I allowed this to happen. So just, y'all, I'm taking accountability for my fault in the situation. And there was a comment that was made that was very hurtful to me, so that's why it was so harmful. Basically, client said that had she known what I charged, she wouldn't have booked with me. So that, like, is exactly. What? And imagine if what's it called? Somebody like you really rock with, like one of your good men, like this
like,
your
so
good man since childhood. Like, exactly. What? What? When she said that, wow. I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, oh yeah, don't try link me when a bitch turned up. And you want to be a part of my entourage. Like, no, I didn't like that. But I love you, friend. We've moved past this. This is years ago and an old story.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, you have to, like we said, you got to go through stuff to figure out what you don't want to happen. And like, going back to what we said earlier, like being in this industry, at least I could speak of, because, you know, we living in it, it's definitely taught me to be more punctual, to be more assertive. Man. Yeah, because you gotta put things in black and white with your clients. Like, get them to sign something, you know. Because, and when I say black and white, I don't always mean, you want them to sign a contract. It do mean black and white, but like, I always want a paper trail. So like, I put stuff in writing.
Not even a paper trail, more so like the way people in the DMV area don't understand how to conduct business or do business as a client is ridiculous, or lack of business acumen, like as far as just, you know what I mean? Like just respecting your vendors, like just show some decorum of some sort, please.
Yeah, especially like, I'm gonna speak on this because I'm African and I have a big problem with my African people. Like, and it's not all of them. I've done great business with a lot of Africans, but like I've dealt with some of them where like they want you to run your business how they want you to run your business, and it's like,
be like,
that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm
telling me
gonna do business with you, but we gonna do business my way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you're booking
this
me.
is my business.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
not your business that you.
I've had issues with some people like that, but
they be like trying to like, and it's so crazy because I watched my mother do this from like no matter the vendor, like haggle.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I started selling cars and it was like a rule that people couldn't haggle. I was like, bet, I don't got to worry about that because I always had anxiety about that. And like, just looking back, I'm just like, Mom, what's good with you? Like, I get it, you was trying to save a dime, but like, stuff wasn't even that expensive back then. It was more so like, dang, you could have got your money up.
People just want that satisfaction to feel like they got it, you know what I'm saying? People want that satisfaction.
No, get your money up.
Yeah. It's like, if you want to do business with somebody, and I'm the same way, if I want to do business with somebody, I'm gonna respect their price. If it's in my budget, I'll pay it.
Yeah.
But if it's not in my budget, respectfully, I'm gonna find somebody. I'm not gonna try to knock you down. If you didn't offer me a discount, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out my way to ask about it.
You know what's so funny? I was in Nigeria with my mom, and she was trying to buy something from my aunt, like my dad's sister, and she sells like lace and stuff. And like my mom, she was like, how much for this? And then my aunt was like, she said a price or whatever. My mom was like, what about I said, don't ask for no, like I spoke up for I said, don't ask her for no discount. She's a business owner. You asked the price, she told you that is you gonna pay it or what? And my aunt, she just like, she hugged me so tight, yo, like, and I was just like, no, because don't nobody wanna hear that nonsense.
Yeah,
it's either you got it or you do not.
Yeah.
Put it down if you cannot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because people be wanting to work with you, but they hear your price.
And they be like, nah, that price too.
It's about the price.
I even have some shooters I want to work with, and I just be like, whew, okay, I'm going to come back with my budget looks right. Like, but they're dope shooters, and I let them know, like, I'll come back when I can afford you. Yeah. I would never tell you, like, oh, don't, oh, you wow, oh, can you work? No. Yeah. Like, see, me, I got like a payment plans over here, like, cause I get it, cause I empathize with the people, like,
reasonable
for sure,
for your clients,
like,
for sure.
absolutely.
But at the same time, you don't want to cheat yourself.
That part.
That's the key. Don't cheat yourself.
That
part. You know, cause when I first started out, like you said, this is where the confidence comes in, like, this is where like I had to work on my confidence, like, cause back then, like, I had the same issue with like I would always tell people what I wanted up front. That was never the problem, but it was more of me not having the confidence to charge what I felt.
But like, you really wanted to charge.
Because I was looking at, you know, to make yourself marketable anywhere you are, you have to look at your competitors.
110%.
You know what I'm saying? And while like, we say collab, we're gonna collab, like, you know, there's no issue with that. But at the end of the day, you're creative, I'm a creative, we're in the same field. You know, there's more of us out here. So like, the same way, for example, I would go and shop for a car, I'm gonna check this dealership, I'm gonna check that dealership, because I'm looking at prices.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm looking at not just prices, deliverables. What am I getting for my money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where can I get
so, you know, people are
at?
they're gonna shop me, they're gonna shop you, they're gonna shop this person, that person, and they're gonna make a decision.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is competition in some sort, but it doesn't have to be that between us. Let the customers make us compete. We don't have to compete. You get what I'm trying to say?
For sure.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you a question. I was going to do a quick this or that. Would you rather, okay, so I'll be seeing, like, I won't say shitty photographers, photographers that are still seeking growth, charging more than what their work speaks for, or someone you know who is quality, but their price is their price. Which situation would you prefer? Because it's like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I know I got probably one of the best prices around as far as photographers go. People just are so probably hesitant to ask, or they don't care to look.
Right.
You know what I mean? For whatever we pay $60 for a domain and the scheduling and all that good stuff.
They don't care about none of that.
They don't care.
That's why it's up to you to build your pricing around what you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You definitely have to make sure you do that. But
sure.
How do I answer that? I have seen some photographers that I think do great ass work, and they're not charging what I think they should be charging. Like I look at them, I'm like, oh shit, like this is less than what I thought. And then I see some people who, like you said, are still coming up, and but who am I to just say like your work ain't worth that? You know what I'm saying? If you feel like your work is worth that, and people are paying it, cool.
You hear me?
You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I mean? So I don't think I'm in a place to say that, but I do see some shit that's like a head scratcher. But I keep my mouth shut. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely see where you're going or coming from with that.
I feel like another factor is more so like because portraits are so expensive in the photographer economy. Like to me, like starting prices should be $2.
Okay.
At $2, like I feel like that's starting pricing. Like me, just based upon my tenure alone, I could be charging $3, $4, which I do because I offer value.
Right.
Like things such as you're covering the cost of your studio fee. You feel me? You get to have an area to get ready, use the bathroom, change, and then you have a big space, plenty backdrop. Like you know what I mean? Like it looks aesthetically pleasing. Like you're not, and then you're getting aesthetically pleasing shots too. You know what I mean? Like you're getting your bang for your buck. You're not even gonna remember the money you spent. You're just gonna know that I'm gonna have these pictures forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
I wish more clients looked at it that way. Like, yeah, you're gonna spend $300, $400, $500 for the session, but when this session is over, you're gonna have a fuck ton of pictures for the rest of your life. We probably gonna have that money for a week if we're lucky. So
a week?
Maybe less. But think? My point is, you guys are gonna have this content for. I'm not trying to say that to say that, pay whatever the person that's charged you, like get spanked. That's not what I'm saying.
I ain't saying that.
But I'm just saying, like, think of it in a better way. Look, let me say this. I did sales for a long time.
Me too.
And I did customer service for a long time. So I think I knock people out the park with just those 2 skills that I have.
Customer service.
Yeah, and my communication skills are like that.
Okay, you knocking. No doubt. You gotta know your USP or your unique selling proposition, okay?
Those are like that.
Leverage that jump.
So those paired with I think the quality of work I put out, you know what I'm saying? I get a lot of business just off that. But I don't know. I just think people should.
And your turnaround too. Let's not forget
my turnaround time is like
that. Do you sleep? Like what's good?
My wife asked me the same question. I do. I sleep, but I'm the type of person, I don't like things lingering. If I look at my calendar and I know I just did this, and this shoot, and I just want to I want to see green. When I open that joint, I just want to see green. I don't want to see no red. I want to deliver everything.
No, my joint is all green. Yeah. My joint is all green.
It gives you a sense of satisfaction. You're like, that. Yeah. Work is done. I've been productive. I'm going to go bullshit a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay. But, so let me ask you one last question. How do you go about meeting your financial goals for the month?
I'll be honest with you. I'm still new to this whole photography thing. So
how are you still new to it?
I said new. I'm new to this whole entrepreneurship thing.
Oh, okay.
New to it.
Okay.
I'm only 3 months in, pushing 4 months. Yeah, pushing 4 months.
I don't feel like that. You're not counting while you still had a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You've been full time for a few
I've been
months,
full time for okay. You're right.
You've been in business
if
for
that's
how
the case,
long? Exactly.
If we're talking about that,
yes.
Yeah, I guess I'm trash at it.
I think
I suck at it.
Really?
I really do think I suck at it. Like to the point where get a CPA. Get a CPA.
Wait, really?
Yeah, get a CPA. Like I suck at it. I had a really great 2023. Thank God. I hope 2024 is like double that. But I realized that like I knew what I was charging for each shoot. I knew what I was making for each shoot, but so many expenses, and when you see bread, you spend bread.
Duh.
You know what I'm saying?
But you have to hide
I'm very
bread.
responsible though. Like I make sure things that need to be taken care of are taken care of.
Yeah.
But when I see what's left over, I fall into the trap of buying gear and eating too good, and so I realized this year I had to make a big change financially, and I got a CPA.
I got the right.
Yeah, I had to get a CPA
I'm gonna
because
send you over.
I was like, this is getting out of hand.
Oh my gosh, I had the perfect person to send you to.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, we gonna rap
talk
about
off
that.
Camera. All right, y'all. This is the first episode of Creator Chronicles. It's your girl, New James, your favorite photographer and brand coach.
It's your boy Douley, Photos by Douley. Thank y'all for tuning in. Got this episode coming in for y'all real soon, so
make sure
stay
y'all
tuned.
like, comment, subscribe, share, and
Make
text
sure you share.
and share, and then post to your story and then tag us so we can repost, and then we can just get the follow train going because we follow back over here.
Yeah, we do, for
Because
sure.
we're trying to build a community. Like, we're here for a long time, not just a good time. So
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace.